Hey, what's up, guys? I'm out here with Gus in the garden. This is my garden now. Doing a bunch of beans here, and we had a crap load of extra beans to plant. So instead of saving them from next year, I threw a bunch in this pot here. And now that they're growing and they're very healthy, I need to thin them out. Okay, if they grow like this in a cluster, they're all gonna, take nutrients from each other, and they're not gonna thrive. So I'm doing this, taking out a clump, separating them, taking the good, healthy, strong ones, and basically took my finger, made a little trench, lined them up in the trench like that. All right, and then plant them in a row. I just built this, just took a couple seconds, got some garden soil. These are cultivated stone that I got from someone who was throwing it out. I figured eventually I'd use it for something, and today's what I'm using it for. So here's my shed. I just figured I would put a little garden next to it. This gets quite a bit of sun throughout the day. And I have these, which are also salvaged. This used to be like a gate. There was hinges on them, and they kind of, were all connected, but it's falling apart a little bit. This will work just fine for lattice, something for these, because these are pole beans. I believe they're pole beans. If they're bush beans, it doesn't really make a difference, but if they are the pole beans, they're going to need something to kind of latch onto. So I have those for that. And on the other side, well, these are all the beans, but I have another planter that has a bunch of radishes. So in between these bald sections here, I'll put a bunch of radishes, space them out as well so that the actual radish can grow. And I think I have some beets too, I forget. But this is just the extra stuff, the leftovers. And just wanted to show you what I'm doing with it. This is kind of an update for my garden here at home. So hopefully, this will grow nice. I mean, it'll hopefully be pleasantly, appealing. It'll look nice, but I can come out here, get some fresh beans. Gus loves fresh green beans. Right, Gus? Right off the plant. I know, you gotta wait a while for him. You're not gonna get any today, sorry. But he's being a good boy. Yeah, so that's it. I figured I'd give you a little update here. Basically, like I said, just put them in a row. I took my gloves off for the camera, but basically take your finger, push down, put some dirt around it. There you go. Push down, put some dirt around it, and so forth. It's a little tedious, but that's basically it. And hopefully these will grow big and healthy and produce lots and lots of beans. And more than likely, the deer will come over and eat them, or the turkey, or the bear, or something. But you know what? Instead of them going to waste, it's fun to do this project. I don't really care too much about the wildlife. If wildlife does come and eat my plants and stuff like that, so be it. I live in the woods. It's part of the deal. I don't have fencing or anything. But anyway, I thought I'd give you a little update with what I'm up to. So that's it. If you guys are planting beans and stuff, or if you have some tips, please let me know in the comments or in a video response. Till then, have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon. Alright, I figured I'd add this in. My house is going to be postponed as far as like my gardening stuff and landscape. I'm doing a lot of basic cleanup before I do any of the extra stuff, but what you're about to see is basically everything that came back. Didn't do any annuals. I don't really have plans on doing annuals. It's too expensive. I mean, there's wonderful colors and beautiful styles of flowers and stuff like that, but putting them in every year and knowing they're going to die kind of stinks. So I'd rather invest a couple bucks into perennials that I know are going to come back. Things like bleeding hearts, things like hostas. Something that's very hardy. It can last through the winter, die down, and then pop up every year. So anyway, over here to the right of my door, I just have a couple things. The bleeding heart in the back was from my friend Hannes. It's one of the little babies that fell off. It's actually a pretty cool little plant. That's why it's called bleeding heart, because it looks like a bunch of hearts that are, I don't know, pouring something white out. But really cool, kind of fragile. They get huge. I mean, hers, normally they don't, but hers are like ridiculous, and they get massive. But they're pretty hardy up here. Our deer kind of leave it alone, our wildlife and stuff. That is a bare root David Austin rose bush, which I didn't know anything about, but I ordered a couple for her for her birthday's coming up, and she ended up giving me one to put over here because hopefully eventually it'll get nice and big in front of the little big chimney here, which needs to be painted. But anyway, some mint, which I like, is hardy. All kinds of stuff over here. More bleeding hearts. Gus. These are just some of the pots. Basically, like I said, threw some loose extra seed in there just to see what would grow. Just so they don't look too ugly in the front of the house. I got these from the dumps. I was throwing these out. They're just wooden crates. Gus, you have to be in every shot. I don't even know where they're from or whatever. But some of the stuff that came back I'm not going to go through everything, and honestly, most of you probably don't care. This thing's cool. This is wisteria, that big old scraggly looking thing, but she's happy. She's very healthy, and the idea behind this is it's a nice big vine. Hopefully it'll climb up the side of the house and engulf it and make it look really kind of cool. Got some peonies there, my one as opposed to Han and Charlie's 100, but I'm happy. And let's see what else. Not much going on over here. But anyway, that's it. Just some stuff that came back. I just watered these. I'm done for today. These gnats are completely eating me alive. But there we go. I got 2 varieties of beans. I have some beets. I have radishes, and that's it. Beets, radishes, and beans. So we'll see how they do. We can see the evening sun here kind of hitting them. It's beautiful out here. There's the sun. Hopefully they grow nice and big and tall. There's my little bistro table. And that's where I do some of my cigar reviews. And hopefully in the future I'll do some story time videos sitting here. It's very relaxed. Right, Gus? Pretty cool. Gus, you're the best dog in the entire world. You know that? He follows me everywhere I go. He doesn't run away. He doesn't cause any problems. He doesn't eat weird things. He's perfect. Absolutely perfect. So that's pretty much it. This is my next goal. Is I made a walking path here, and I was originally going to leave these, bare woods, but there's too many leaves. They're going to blow everywhere all year round, so I have to rake this entire thing out. Just hand rake it all. And eventually I'll do a nice little sitting area and a path, and I'll get those solar lights and stuff to go, on the path. So that's pretty much it. It's the plans. This is one of the best things I did with this house. Since I've lived here, there was nothing. There was no real landscape at all. And one of the first things I did, which is the best thing ever, was I went to Lowe's and I got a Bradford pear. That tree right there in the front is a Bradford pear. It's really cheap. You can get them about 4 or 5 feet tall for like $10. So as far as getting landscaping trees, it's awesome. I've showed this in the past. People said, "Oh my God, it's too close to the house." It's not an issue. I could trim it if it grows towards the house, but I don't plan on being here for 20 years. But for the time being, it's absolutely beautiful. Throws off a nice little smell. I get the bumblebees in the morning. There's my bedroom window, so I hear the birds, all kinds of crap like that. And it's really nice. So if you are looking for landscaping stuff, you happen to be in the markets, Bradford pear trees. They're super cheap. They look great. They flower. They attract all kinds of birds and and bees. So pretty cool, right? Guys, am I boring you? You look bored. Actually, he's just tired. He's been out all day. So that's it, folks. Signing off. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you soon. Take care.